Hi everyone, I'm JotaroGuccio79 and in this video I'm gonna show you the fourth part of my PlayStation 4 game collection. Let me know in the comments which PS3 game or franchise you would like to see remastered for the PS4. But let's start. The first game is Battleworld Chronos. It's a turn-based strategy game based on hexagonal field movements that has been developed by King Art Games and scored 62 on Metacritic. I bought it recently for 10 euros, not played it yet. I'm not into real strategy games. It's definitely a niche game and I think there is a small chance to become rare in the future. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. It's a compilation that contains the first-person shooter RPG Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel, plus all add-on released for the two games. This collection scored 82 on Metacritic. I played both games recently, Borderlands 2 on my Vita and PS3, and what I can say about this collection, it's so much fun and so much quality content in one disc. It's definitely worth buying. Another cool thing is that you can import and save the progress of your characters among the different consoles. I traded one-to-one with Battlefield Hardlines and I'm happy with this trade. Tales from the Borderlands. It's an episodic interactive graphical adventure developed by Telltale Games. Managed to aggregate 86 on Metacritic. If you like The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, and you like the Borderlands universe, then play it because you love it. I completed all 5 episodes a few days ago and I uploaded them on my second channel named Easy Mode. I'll leave the link in the description or in the cards. So if you don't have time to play it or you're not willing to buy it, you can watch my playthrough. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's a first-person shooter, the first main Call of Duty developed by Sledgehammer. Received positive reviews, scoring 83 on Metacritic. The game has a futuristic setting and the single-player campaign is enriched by the presence of Kevin Spacey in the role of the villain. Like all recent Call of Duty, aside the multiplayer and the single-player campaign, there's also a zombie survival mode. I think maybe it's not the best Call of Duty ever, but it was a solid debut from Sledgehammer. Destiny. It's an MMO RPG, loot-based, first-person shooter developed by Bungie, the creator of the Halo franchise. This is also the most expensive game in the history, reaching $5 million between development costs and the marketing campaign. And at day one sold over $500 million. Now, taking aside the hype and expectation that were behind the game, I have mixed feeling about this one. On one side is a good game, and the 20-25 hours campaign were entertaining with a good character progression. On the other, at least at its release, the game was lacking in content. There wasn't really a story to follow during the whole campaign, and it was more or less grinding through the levels, through the missions. But I know a lot of people that are still playing this game and they have a lot of fun with this one, creating community. I bought it just for 60 euros. Formula 1 2015. It's a racing game with the official Formula 1 license developed by Codemasters. The first Formula 1 game released for the PS4. The game includes also driver and circuits from the 2014 season. Received mixed reviews, scoring 65 on Metacritic. The game was criticized for the lack of the career mode. In my opinion, a must-have for every racing game. But apart from that, it's a good game and a good balance between arcade and simulation. And I paid it only 5 euros. Fallout 4. It's an action RPG developed by Bethesda, the 5th major installment in the Fallout franchise. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic open world and the story takes place 10 years after the events of Fallout 3. The game received overall positive reviews, scoring 87 on Metacritic. Now, some people didn't like the game as much as Fallout 3 or New Vegas. saying has become too action and less RPG. Well, I don't know about that because this is the only Fallout I played, but in my opinion it's a great game and I really like it. I spent more than 50 hours unlocking 3 different endings, and I will give it 8 or 9 out of 10. Ghostbusters. It's an isometric action shooter game developed by Fireforge, tie-in of the famous Ghostbusters franchise. But unlike the other game released in 2009 on PS3, this feels like a cash grab. Received very bad reviews, scoring only 30 on Metacritic. I will not recommend this one even if you are a die-hard Ghostbuster fan. Play something else. I bought it because it was only 10 euros. Killing Floor 2. It's a survival horror first-person shooter that can be played alone or in co-op with other players. And it was developed and published by Tripwire Interactive. Very similar to Left 4 Dead, you have to survive 2 waves of zombies until the final boss fight. Received positive reviews, scoring 76 on Metacritic. One of the downside is the lack of a real plot behind the game. The game is still pricey, it costs 30 euros on Amazon. Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. It's an action stealth open world game developed by Kojima Productions. The 9th and final chapter directed by Kojima. The game was critically acclaimed, scoring 93 on Metacritic. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Metal Gear franchise, and I have to say that I had mixed feelings about this game. I will start with the pros: amazing graphics and gameplay, huge weapons customizations, but a small game world and only 2 main maps, and especially the lack of narrative focus. So, in my opinion, it's still a great Metal Gear game, but not my favorite. And I have also the Steelbook edition. And the next one is a PlayStation exclusive and is Natural Doctrine. It's a tactical RPG developed by Kadokawa Games and scored 53 on Metacritic. I haven't played it, but from what I heard is a tough one to play. Paid only 11 euros. And the game is available also for the PS3 and for the PS Vita. No Man's Sky. It's an action-adventure survivor game developed by a small studio, for instance Hello Games. Aggregated 71 on Metacritic. You can basically explore planets, craft materials and travel through a procedurally generated universe. This is also the most talked, criticized and for a lot of players the most disappointing game of 2016. The game has been criticized especially for totally lack of narrative and because a lot of promised features before the release were missing in the final product. Recently Hello Games has made a major update. I think now is the best time to give it a try, if you haven't. Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo. It's a racing game that features the 9-time World Rally Champion Sebastian Loeb and developed by Milestone. Scored 71 on Metacritic. The game is more arcade than its Codemaster counterpart, but it's overall fun to play with enough stages and cars to choose. Ollie Ollie 2 Welcome to Hollywood. It's an arcade skateboarding video game developed by Roll7, the same creators of Not a Hero, a game that is now available in the Instant Game Collection for the PlayStation Plus members. If I'm not mistaken, the game was originally download only, and later on has been made also a retail version. Received positive reviews, scoring 85 on Metacritic. I paid it only 5 euros and price quality is a good deal. So this was the last one for today. If you liked the video, clicking the like button is not a bad idea, and if you want to see more of these episodes, subscribing is the best way to stay tuned on my channel. Watch also my previous videos if you missed them, and see you in the next episode.